bhāgavata-sevayā bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtaki krishnāya vāsudevāya devaki nandanāya cha nandagopakumarāya govindāya namo namaha Shri Gurubhyo namaha. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 3. Let me know if you see the screen.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Rishabdeva's appearance in the womb of Meru Devi, the wife of King Nabi. Shri Sukha Uvacha Nabhir Apatyakamo Prajaya Meru Devya Bhagavantam Yajna Purusham Avahitatma Yajata. Shukadeva Goswami continued to speak. Maharaj Nabi, the son of Agnidra, wished to have sons, and therefore he attentively began to offer prayers and worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead Lord Vishnu, the master and enjoyer of all sacrifices. Maharaj Nabi's wife Meru Devi, who had not given birth to any children at that time, also worshipped Lord Vishnu along with her husband. तस्यः वावा श्रद्धया विशुद्धभावेन यजतः प्रवर्येषु प्रचर प्रचरत्सु द्रव्यदेशकालमन्त्र अर्थविग् दक्षिण विधान योगोपपत्या दुरधिगमोऽपि भगवान् भागवत वात्सल्यतया सुप्रतीका आत्मानम् अपराजितं निज जनाभिप्रेतार्थ विदित्सया गृहीता हृदयो हृदयङ्गमं मनोनयनानन्द अनवयवाभिरामम् आविश्चकार. Sorry. In the performance of a sacrifice, there are 7 transcendental means to obtain the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead by sacrificing valuable things or eatables, by acting in terms of place, by acting in terms of time, by offering hymns, by going through the priest, by offering gifts to the priests, and by observing the regulative principles. However, one cannot always obtain the Supreme Lord through this paraphernalia. Nonetheless, the Lord is affectionate to his devotee. Therefore, when Maharaj Nabhi, who was a devotee, worshipped and offered prayers to the Lord with great faith and devotion, and with a pure, uncontaminated mind, superficially performing some yajna in the line of pravargya, the kind Supreme Personality of Godhead, due to his affection for his devotees, appeared before King Navi in his unconquerable and captivating form with 4 hands. In this way, to fulfill the desire of his devotee, the Supreme Personality of Godhead manifested himself in his beautiful body before his devotee. This body pleases the mind and eyes of the devotees. अतः तम् आविष्कृत भुजयुगलद्वयं हिरण्मयं पुरुषविशेषं कपिश कौसेयाम्बरधरम् उरसि विलसत् श्रीवत्स ललामं दरवर वनरुह वनमालाचूर्य अमृतमणि गदादिभिः गदादिभिर् उपलक्षितं स्फुट किरणप्रवर मुकुटकुण्डलकटक कटि सूत्रहारा केयूरनूपुरादि अङ्गभूषण विभूषितं ऋत्विक् सदस्य गृहपतयो धन इवोत्तम धनम् उपलभ्य सबहुमानम् अर्हणेनावन अर्ह अर्हणे अर्हणेन वनत शीर्षान उपतस्तु upatastu. Yeah. Lord Vishnu appeared before King Nabi with 4 arms. He was very bright and he appeared to be the best of all personalities. All around the lower portion of his body, he wore a yellow silken garment. On his chest was the mark of Srivatsa, which always displays beauty. He carried a conch shell, lotus flower, disc, and club, and he wore a garland of forest flowers and the Kaustubha gem. He was beautifully decorated with a helmet, earrings, bangles, belt, pearl necklace, armlets, ankle bells, and other bodily ornaments bedecked with radiant jewels. Seeing the Lord present before them, King Nabi and his priests and associates felt just like poor people who have suddenly attained riches. They received the Lord and respectfully bent their heads, and offered him things in worship. ऋत्विज ऊचुः अर्हसि मुहुर् अर्हत्तमार्हणम् अस्माकम् अनुपथानां नमो नमो नमः इति एतावत् सद् उपशिक्षितं कोऽर्हति पुमान् प्रकृतिगुणव्यतिकर मतिरनीश ईश्वरस्य परस्य प्रकृतिर्पुरुषयोर् अर्थाक्तनाभिर्नामरूपाकृतिभिर्रूप निरूपणं सकलजननिकाय वृजिन निरसन शिवतमा प्रवरगुणगणैक देशकथनार्थे. The priests began to offer prayers to the Lord, saying, O most worshipable one, we are simply your servants. Although you are full in yourself, please, out of your causeless mercy, accept a little service from us, your eternal servants. We are not actually aware of your transcendental form, but we can simply offer our respectful obeisances again and again, as instructed by the Vedic literatures and authorized acharyas. Materialistic living entities are very much attracted to the modes of material nature, and therefore they are never perfect, but you are above the jurisdiction of all material conceptions. Your name, form, and qualities are all transcendental and beyond the conception of experimental knowledge. Indeed, who can conceive of you? In the material world, we can perceive only material names and qualities. We have no other power than to offer our respectful obeisances and prayers unto you, the transcendental person. The chanting of your auspicious transcendental qualities will wipe out the sins of all mankind. That is the most auspicious activity for us, and we can thus partially understand your supernatural position. परिजनानुराग विरचित शबल संशब्द सलिलसित किशलय तुलसिका दूर्वान्कुरैरपि संभृतया सपर्यया किल परमपरितुष्यसि. O Supreme Lord, you are full in every respect. You are certainly very satisfied when your devotees offer you prayers with faltering voices and in ecstasy bring you tulsi leaves, water, twigs bearing new leaves, and newly grown grass. This surely makes you satisfied. अथानयापि न भवता इज्ययोरो भारभरया समुचितम् अर्थम् इहोपलभामहे. We have engaged in your worship with many things and have offered sacrifices unto you, but we think that there is no need for so many arrangements to please your lordship. आत्मन एवानुश्रवणम् अंजसा व्यतिरेकेन बभूयमाना शेष पुरुषार्थ स्वरूपस्य किंतु नाथाशिषु आशा सा आशा सानानाम् एतद् अभिसम्राधन मात्रं भवितुम् अर्हति. All of life's goals and opulences are directly, self sufficiently, unceasingly, and unlimitedly increasing in you at every moment. Indeed, you are unlimited enjoyment and blissful existence itself. As far as we are concerned, O Lord, we are always after material enjoyment. You do not need all these sacrificial arrangements, but they are meant for us so that we may be benedicted by your Lordship. All these sacrifices are performed for our fruitive results, and they are not actually needed by you. तद् अथा बालिशानां स्वयम् आत्मनः श्रेयपरम् अविदुषां परमः परमः पुरुषः प्रकर्ष करुणया स्वमहिमानं चापवर्गाख्यम् उपकल्पयिष्यन् स्वयं नापचित एवेतरवद् इहोपलक्षितः. O Lord of Lords, we are completely ignorant of the execution of dharma, artha, kama, and moksha, the process of liberation, because we do not actually know the goal of life. You have appeared personally before us like a person soliciting worship, but actually you are present here just so we can see you. You have come out of your abundant and causeless mercy in order to serve our purpose, our interest, and give us the benefit of your personal glory called Apavarga, liberation. You have come, although you are not properly worshipped by us due to our ignorance. अथायम् एव वरो हि अर्हत्तम अर्हि बर्हिषि राजर्षेर्वरदर्शभो भवान् निज पुरुषे क्षण विषय आसीत्. O most worshipable of all, you are the best of all benefactors, and your appearance at saintly King Nabi's sacrificial arena is meant for our benediction, because you have been seen by us. You have bestowed upon us the most valuable benediction. असङ्गनिशित ज्ञानानल विधूताशेष मलानां भवत् स्वभावानाम् आत्मा रामानां मुनीनाम् अनवरत परिगुण परिगुणित गुणगण परममङ्गलायन गुणगण कथनोसि. Dear Lord, all the great sages who are thoughtful and saintly persons incessantly recount your spiritual qualities. These sages have already burned up all the unlimited dirty things and by the fire of knowledge strengthened their detachment from the material world. Thus, they have attained your qualities and are self satisfied. Yet, even for those who feel spiritual bliss in chanting your attributes, your personal presence is very rare. अथ कथञ्चित् sorry अतः कथञ्चित् स्खलन क्षुत् पतन जृम्भण दुरवस्थानादिषु विवसानां न स्मरणाय ज्वरमरण दशायाम् अपि सकलकश्मल निरसन्नानि तव गुण कृतनामादेयानि वचन गोचर गोचराणि भवन्तु. Dear Lord, we may not be able to remember your name, form, and qualities due to stumbling and hunger, falling down, yawning, or being in a miserable diseased condition at the time of death when there is a high fever. We therefore pray unto you, O Lord, for you are very affectionate to your devotees. Please help us remember you and utter your holy names, attributes, and activities which can dispel all the reactions of our sinful lives. किञ्चायं राजर्षिरपत्यकाम प्रजां भवादृशीम् आसासान ईश्वरम् आशीषां स्वर्गापवर्गयोरपि भवन्तम् उपधावति प्रजायाम् अर्थप्रत्ययो धनदम् इवाधन फलीकरणम्. Dear Lord, here is the great King Nabi, whose ultimate goal in life is to have a son like you. Your Lordship, his position is like that of a person approaching a very rich man and begging for a little grain. Maharaj Nabi is so desirous of having a son that he is worshipping you for a son, although you can offer him any exalted position, including elevation to the heavenly planets or liberation back to Godhead. Kova ihate parajito अपराजितया मायया मायया अनवसित पदव्यानार्थ मतेर् विषय विष रया नार्वृत प्रकृतिर अनुपासित महच्चरणः. Dear Lord, unless one worships the lotus feet of great devotees, one will be conquered by the illusory energy and his intelligence will be bewildered. Indeed, who has not been carried away by the waves of material enjoyment, which is like a poison? Your illusory energy is unconquerable. No one can see the path of this material energy or tell how it is working. यद ऊह वाव तव पुनर अदभ्र कर्तर इह समाहूतस तत्रार्थ धियान मंदानाम नस्तद यद देव हेळनम देवदेवार्हसि साम्येन सर्वान् प्रतिबोधुम अविदुषाम्. O Lord, you perform many wonderful activities. Our only aim was to acquire a son by performing this great sacrifice. Therefore, our intelligence is not very sharp. We are not experienced in ascertaining life's goal. By inviting you to this negligible sacrifice for some material motive, we have certainly committed a great offense at your lotus feet. Therefore, O Lord of Lords, please excuse our offense because of your causeless mercy and equal mind. Shri Sukha Uvacha Iti Nigadena Bhagavan Animishara Animi Animisha ऋषभ अनिमिषर्भो वर्षधराभिवादिताभिवन्दित चरण सदयम् idam aha. Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, the priests who were even worshipped by King Nabi, the emperor of Bharatavarsha, offered prayers in prose. Generally, they were in poetry, and bowed down at the Lord's lotus feet. The Lord of Lords, the ruler of demigods, was very pleased with them, and he began to speak as follows. Shri Bhagavanuvāca Aho bataham rishyo bhavadbhir avitata girbhir varam asulabham abhiyachito yad amushyatmajo maya sadruso भूयात् इति ममाहम् एवाभिरूपः कैवल्यात् अथापि ब्रह्मवादो न मृषा भवितुम् अर्हति ममैवाहि मुखम् यद्विजदेवकुलम्. The Supreme Personality of Godhead replied, "O great sages, I am certainly very pleased with your prayers. You are all truthful. You have prayed for the benediction of a son like me for King Nabi, but this is very difficult to obtain. Since I am the Supreme Person without a second, and since no one is equal to me, another personality like me is not possible to find. In any case, because you are all qualified Brahmanas, your vibrations should not prove untrue. I consider the Brahmanas who are well qualified with Brahmanical qualities to be as good as my own mouth. तथा आग्निद्रिये अंश कलयावतरिष्यामि आत्मतुल्यम् अनुपलभमानः. Since I cannot find anyone equal to me, I shall personally expand myself into a plenary portion and thus advent myself in the womb of Merudevi, the wife of Maharaj Nabi, the son of Agnidra. Shri Sukha Uvacha iti nishamayantya Merudevya patim abhidayantar dade Bhagavan. Shukadeva Goswami continued, after saying this, the Lord disappeared. The wife of King Nabi Queen Merudevi was sitting by the side of her husband, and consequently she could hear everything the Supreme Lord has spoken. बर्हिषि तस्मिन् एव विष्णुदत्त भगवान् परमर्षिभिः प्रसादितो नाभे प्रिया चिकीर्षया तद् अवरोधायाने मेरुदेव्यां धर्मां दर्शयितुः कामो वातरसनानं श्रमा श्रमणानं ऋषीणाम् ऊर्ध्वा मन्तिनां शुक्लया तनुवावतारा. O Vishnudatta, Parikshit Maharaj, the Supreme Personality of Godhead was pleased by the great sages at that sacrifice. Consequently, the Lord decided to personally exhibit the method of executing religious principles as observed by brahmacharis, sannyasis, vanaprasthas, and grihasthas engaged in rituals, and also satisfy Maharaj Nabhi's desire. Consequently, he appeared as the son of Meru Devi in his original spiritual form, which is above the modes of material nature. So, we are um, going through this fifth canto, chapter 3. This is in continuation of Priyavrata's son, and then from his son, the grandson, or from his son's next son is Nabhi. And who is the son of Nabhi? He is Rishabhadev himself. This chapter, we can understand the spotless character of King Nabhi, the oldest son of Agnidra. Hmm? And Maharaj Nabhi, he wanted to beget a very, very um, nice son like the Lord. And in this regard, he has engaged all his priests in the sacrifice, in the yajna. Being very pleased by his devotees, the Lord he appeared and he blessed with the Son who incarnates, the Lord himself as an expansion incarnates as Rishabhadev. Uh, the next chapter we will cover will be very nice to understand the greatness of Rishabhadev, his qualities, how he was, and it's this is all in preparation towards um, uh, uh, the king Jada Bharat. Before we go there, we are this is the Jada Bharat is coming in the same lineage, and here we can see Prabhupada is highlighting a few things in this chapter in the purports or in the we can see that Nabhi worshipped Lord Vishnu, no? Not Anya Devatas. In the case of Agnidra, we know who did he worship? He worshipped Lord Brahma. And what Lord Brahma gave? He gave access or blessed in the blessed what Agnidra wanted, a beautiful wife who can through whom he can expand his lineage. And Apsara Purva Chitti has satisfied so much, and um, Agnidra was so much attracted that even after she left him, after begetting children, she left to serve Lord Brahma. He was so much captivated, and when he left the world, he went and joined her in Pitraloka. We can see that. So here we can see in this case, Shukadeva Goswami is saying that Maharaj Nabi, who is son of Agnidra, he in this case he was very attentive. He knows that worshipping Lord Vishnu is the supreme, and so he worshipped Lord Vishnu. And the second thing we can see here is it is said in the in the performance of sacrifice there are seven transcendental methods. Huh? Seven transcendental methods. Yeah? And what are they? First one is sacrificing valuable things or eatables. Second one is by acting in terms of place and by acting in terms of time. And yeah, so there is these are some ways of how to engage ourselves in yajna. When we are talking about yajna is not just okay, we have a homa, and then when we are doing the home, the fire sacrifice, that's what we call yajna. No, yajna is the process through which one is offering everything to the Lord. And powerful than all these seven is mentioned here. Nonetheless, the Lord is affectionate to his devotee. Therefore, when Maharaj Navi, who was a devotee, worshipped and offered prayers to the Lord with great faith and devotion, with a pure, uncontaminated mind. Hmm? So, this is more powerful, which means the chances of a devotee attaining success is far high than the chances of any other processes. This is what is said in the second verse. And Lord Vishnu appeared with his four hands, and this form is described, how he appeared. And the sixth verse is saying, Parijana nu raga, virachita, means Parijana means servants. Hmm. It is said Anuraga. Hmm. Parijana Anuraga. Uh, the affection and the love of the devotees is very important. So the Lord, we can see in this verse number 6, we can see Anuraga means serve with great ecstasy, and offer prayers with faltering voice. Uh, the difference between a devotee and non-devotee, we know in the case of Hiranyakashipu, what was he doing? He was flattering Lord Brahma, saying, "Hey, Lord Brahma, you are supreme, you are everything, all in all, everything comes from you, there is nothing superior." He was saying, "You are the Deva Deva, you are everything." That is what is called flattering. So, what Hiranyakashipu had towards Lord Brahma was not devotion. Yeah, he knows that, okay, what is the way to get powers? That's it. There is no relation, there is no devotion, there is no um, other interest, selfish, so non-devotees. Whereas devotees have what is this? Parijana Anuraga. Hmm? And when one has such anuraga, means he struggles to speak like a normal, well controlled, stable person. His voice starts faltering. Faltering means, oh, sometimes some words come which are not normal in pronunciation or accent or meaning, or he somehow like becomes speechless to talk. That is all the symptoms of great ecstasy. Uh, and in that virachita, one who is executing, then he, what is he doing? It is said, your voice, your devotees offer you prayers with faltering voices, and in ecstasy bring you tulasi leaf, water, twigs bearing new leaves, and newly grown grass. This surely makes you satisfied. So, this means whatever the priests who are doing yajna, who are doing all those seven kinds of worships, yeah, or to reach the Lord, Lord is even more pleased by those who have affection, who are absorbed in the bhava and offering services with water, tulsi leaves, or any twigs or uh, grass. Yeah. In fact, in the Gautamiya Tantra, Hari Bhakti Vilas, it is said, Tulasi dala matrena jalasya chulukena va vikrinite swam atmanam bhaktebhyo bhaktavatsala. Sri Krishna, who is very affectionate toward his devotees, sells himself to a devotee who offers merely a tulsi leaf and a palmful of water. So we can see Lord is easily accessible, especially to one who has affectionately offered. Hmm? In fact, it is said he is sold himself. Yeah? Who can buy the Lord? Hmm? When we say invaluable, his invaluable, everything is coming from him. Who can buy him? With what can we buy? Can we buy a 50 euro in exchange to a 10 euro? No. Yeah. So the Lord is inexpensive, invaluable. And so, who can buy except a devotee? A devotee, though the water is coming from the Lord, though the tulsi plant is also coming from the Lord, but with added devotion, when he is offering the tulsi leaf along with what is the word? A palmful of water, then the Lord is saying, I am yours. This is due to his affectionate dealings with his devotees. This is possible. So because of this, the priests, no, the Ritviks, they are thinking, were regretful, thinking that they were not on the path of devotional service and that their sacrifice was not pleasing to the Lord. Uh, so in this way, here in this we can see that Lord does not need material things. Lord is unlimited and enjoyment and blissful is unlimited. Uh, Still, by our sacrificial arrangements, we may be benedicted by the Lord. So, in the purport, Prabhupada mentions if we engage our money in constructing a gorgeous temple, we are freed from the reactions of our endeavor. This is for our benefit. In addition, if we attempt to do something nice for the Supreme Lord, He is pleased with us and gives us His benediction. In conclusion, the gorgeous arrangements are not for the Lord's sake, but for our own. If somehow or other we receive blessings and benedictions from the Lord, our consciousness can be purified and we can become eligible to return home back to Godhead. So sometimes we may see, okay, why we are engaging devotees or we engage everyone in the service of the Lord. It is not that Lord wants them. It's not that Lord is not having. There are so many. There are so many Lakshmi Devis who are ever ready to serve the Lord. Who are we? We don't even have some assets to offer them to the Lord. But the Lord is so much pleased if we say, okay, whatever I have, let me use it for your service. That shows our detachment to our sense enjoyment and our attachment to the Lord, that we are ready to do anything and everything for the Lord. And for such a devotee, one can attain ultimate success. He's saying, "O Lord of Lords, we are completely ignorant of the execution of dharma, artha, kama, moksha." So all these things. So uh, it was out of Lord's causeless mercy that He appeared in the sacrificial arena, uh, and then the priests are saying, "Lord, as you have given your darshan, we are benedicted the most." This tells that Lord darshan, yeah, when we have the darshan of the Lord, is very, very auspicious. Uh, Even devotees want to satisfy the Lord. Lord wants to satisfy his devotees. How does Lord want to satisfy his devotees? By giving the darshan. And how the devotees want to satisfy the Lord? By offering service. Huh? In fact, in Bhagavad Gita, paritranaya sadhuna vinashayata dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Here we can see to the Lord appears. huh? So even miscreants can see the Lord. In one way, yeah, they are also blessed, but that's not the best way. Hmm. It's mentioned. Lord's darshan is rare even to great sages, it said. Thus, they have attained your qualities and are self satisfied. Yet, even for those who feel spiritual bliss in chanting your attributes, your personal presence is very rare. Even among those who really are chanting, 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 even for them, it's very rare to have your darshan. It says in the 12th verse, it said, "Dear Lord, we may not be able to remember your name, form, and qualities due to stumbling, hunger, falling down, yawning, or being in a miserable diseased condition at the time of death when there is a high fever." Hmm. In the purport, it's mentioned. So here it is said, we may forget the Lord at any time. At the time of death is highly possible. Sometimes some may ask, right, this question, okay, one has not taken initiation, one has not chanted all the life, but at that last few months or few days, if he is chanting, if he is hearing, what will happen? Yeah, one cannot say just because now he started, then everything is happening. It is only possible by the blessings of sadhus, by their mercy, compassion, if they are giving us such strength, such blessing, it's possible. Or one is also doing his past lives so much bhakti that, yeah, that is helping, just like in the case of Gajendra. So otherwise, what may happen at the last time, last moments, there is high fever, and there is so much flame or flum, or what do you call flame, that stucks the throat. There is stumbling, there is hunger, there is falling down, yawning. all these miserable things, one may not be able to remember the Lord. Priests pray the Lord to help remember him, utter his holy name, attributes, activities at the time of death. Why? Because they can dispel all the reactions of one's own sinful lives. So, in this way, I mean, there are these nice prayers. In the end, yeah, we can see that the Lord Himself is saying, he tells to um the priest, yeah, I'm pleased with you, but you know what? What you wanted, I can't give. Why? Because there is no one else like me. Since I cannot find anyone equal to me, I shall personally expand myself into a plenary portion. So the son of Meru Devi and King Nabi is going to be the Lord Himself, an avatar of Lord, and this is what we will read tomorrow to understand who is this Rishabdev. In the purport, it's mentioned in the 18th one. It is an example of omnipotence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although he is one without a second, he expands himself by Swamsha, his plenary expansion, and sometimes by Vibhinna Amsha or separated expansion. Lord Vishnu herein agrees to send his personal expansion as the son of Meru Devi, the wife of Maharaj Nabi, who is son of Agnidra. The Ritvijas, the priests, knew that God is one, yet they prayed for the Supreme Lord to become the son of Maharaj Nabi to let the world know that the absolute truth is one without a second. Huh? When he incarnates, he expands himself into different potencies. So they are not independent, they all emanate from the Lord. Hmm. Saying so. And Shukadev Goswami is telling um, to Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj is called, addressed as Vishnu Datta. I will tell it later. He's saying, Srila Vishnunath Chakravarti Thakur states that the word Shukla means consisting of Shuddha Sattva. Lord Vishnu descends in his Shuddha Sattva form. Shuddha Sattva refers to Sattva Guna which is never contaminated. In this material world, even the mode of goodness is contaminated by the tinges of Tamogun and Rajogun. Huh? And what is not contaminated is called Shuddha Sattva. Hmm. Um, and Vishnu Datta, here, why Parikshit Maharaj is addressed as Vishnu Datta is because he, um, when, who is that, Abhimanyu? No, when who was that who sends this Brahmastra? Ashwadhama. Yeah. When Ashwadhama releases Brahmastra to kill the infant or in the womb of Uttara, yeah. At that time he was inside the womb, and Lord Krishna saved him. Yeah. So and that's why he is named as also addressed here as Vishnu Datta. Vishnu Datta means one who is saved. Parikshit Maharaj here is addressed like that. And Shukadev Goswami is saying this. Oh, so this whole fifth chapter, fifth canto, in this third chapter is addressing mainly this point that whoever is going to appear is none other than the Lord. The son of Maharaj Nabi, Rishabdev, appeared on this earth to preach the principles of religion. This will be covered in the fifth chapter of the fifth canto. That's what we will go through, but yeah, in this week. So we will understand the characteristics of Rishabhadev tomorrow. Thank you very much. Any thoughts or questions? I think we have covered the glories of the Lord here, and also the greatness of a devotee here, and also the Lord's supremacy that no one can just say, okay, there is second God, there is only one God, and one God can expand in many forms if he want. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Is that Lord Rishabdev in the background, sitting on the throne.
Sitting on the throne is Parikshit Maharaj.
Ah, okay, okay.
So if you're asking about this, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so he's Parikshit Maharaj who is sitting, and the one who is reading is Shukadev Goswami. And
Okay,
this is the where we see Narad Muni and all the Kumaras they have assembled to hear from Shukadev Goswami Bhagavatam.
I see. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And Lord Rishabdeva is in the lineage of
He's coming in the
Parikshit.
lineage.
I see.
So we can see that he is Lord Brahma's son is Swayambhuva Manu, and Swayambhuva Manu's son is Uttanapada and Priyavrata. Uh, Swayambhuva Manu had three daughters, Akuti, Prasuti, and Devahuti. Yeah. So we are discussing, yeah. So Bhagavatam we have covered already. Uttanapada's son Dhruva Maharaj. Yeah, that's what we covered before. Yeah.
Okay.
In the fifth, Parikshit Maharaj is asking from Shukadev Goswami about what about the lineage of Priyavrata, yeah, who is the son of Swayambhu Manu. Yeah, so Swayambhu Manu's son is Priyavrata. Priyavrata's son is Agnidra. Or did I miss someone? Yeah, Priyavrata's son is Agnidra. Agnidra's son is Rishabhadev. And Rishabhadev's son will be Bharat Maharaj. Yeah, so that's the
I
order.
see. Okay. And in text to the different types of sacrifice or the methods of sacrifices,
Mm-hmm.
acting in terms of place and terms of time, does it mean to
Yeah.
to be in the moment when you perform the sacrifice, or what is?
Sacrifice in when it says the sacrifice is according to the time, place, and circumstances. When we say is time is yeah, we don't just do any time the yagyas. Yeah, so there is auspicious hours which we call muhurta, shubha muhurta, to perform sacrifices in the suitable time. That is what is according to the time. According to the places, or these are also places which some places have very yeah, for example holy tirtha, yeah, the holy places when sacrifices are performed there, and it also accrues far better piety or far better results. So that's what it means, sacrifices according to the time, according to the place.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, then. Yeah, then let's join tomorrow at 30. It would be very special, mainly because I like these two chapters which glorifies Rishabha Dev. And yeah, I think this is third time or fourth time we are going through, and I'm still eager to go through this particular part. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Yeah, thank you very much for joining. पञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। रंगराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय गौर। हरे कृष्णा। थैंक यू।
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण।
Krishna.